If you're listening to me today, there's a good chance, like me, you've grown up with a strong work ethic. A work ethic probably given to you by your parents, maybe through school teachers, people who just really imputed on you that working hard is a culture that we should propagate and make the bedrock of our society. Hey, I'm not against work ethic and responsibility and integrity. The problem with the work hard, or let's call it what it really is, the grind, work hard, grind for a future down the road, I think does have some misgivings. And I fell into that same trap for many years until I had a wake up call some 20 plus years ago. Too many people, I think, put very vague, very non-specific goals in terms of when they are going to actually live their life. I hear it all the time. Well, whenever I am making X amount of dollars per year, then I will XYZ, live my life, spend more time with my family, chill out a little bit, enjoy some hobbies. Or when I hit $8 million in net worth, then I will retire. Or it goes on and on. In other words, there's always milestones. And then when we get to those milestones, usually we go further and say, well, just a little bit more. If I can just endure this thing that I'm doing, this schedule, this grind, this burden for just 5 more years, then I will retire. I'll sell the business. I'll sell the practice. The problem with the grind as a long-term ethic is it doesn't allow us to enjoy the moments as we go along. And we all know this, but we still take life for granted. The next day is not promised for any of us. And that's not to be morbid. It's just to be realistic about the fact that things happen in life. And if we're always looking at the future and promising a better day when this happens or that happens, when I have this much money, when the business is running at this revenue, then we put ourselves into a false pretense of always looking to the future for joy and happiness. So it's not about the grind, it's about the direction. What are we working toward? If we have goals that define what we're trying to achieve, not a retirement. I don't think retirement should even be a goal. I think evolving in one's business, career, your technical skills, and defining what role you want to play. That's something I think that most people don't really look at, how you can evolve. And instead of enjoying maybe 20% of what you learn to do academically through your training and really despising 80% of the things you don't like to do, what if you could flip that around? Maybe not in one day, not in one week, but intentionally focusing on a direction that allows you to actually enjoy 80% of what you do in your career or work capacity. And maybe 20% is the friction that's not so enjoyable. And there's never going to be a perfect role. But if we can turn the ratios around and enjoy more, then we have longevity. Then we can actually evolve to different positions in our career, in our life, and not just have this beeline for when I get to retire. When can I retire? How much do I need to retire? And then when we go to retire, what's happened? Well, typically we've lost a lot of energy. We may have lost important people in our lives that we want to do things with, the memories, the children, the family. Everybody grows up. The time goes by quickly. And if we're always putting off tomorrow some of the enjoyment we should be doing along the journey, then I think we've missed the whole boat. So again, grinding isn't the problem. It's the direction. Focus on the direction and cut back on the grind, because more specificity towards what you really want in life and not just some made up number, some time frame, is what's going to really give you the benefit of not living life with regrets. It's not something any of us want to do, yet it happens to too many people. Don't let it be you.